Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading for Astro member and actor MC Cha Eun Woo. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Probably I'm not, but you know who I'm talking about. Um, what happened with my experience with him was that I don't know why, but I always thought that he was a Sagittarius sun. And then when I was looking for his birth chart, I was like, oh, he was born in April, so he's not a Sagittarius, he's actually an Aries, but his moon is in Sagittarius. But for a very long time, I had this vibe, and I was very, very sure that according to my perception uh, of his aura, that he was a Sagittarius, especially because there's something very carefree and very like relaxed and at the same time confident about him. Of course, that he is a very handsome man, but nevertheless, there's something very fresh about his attitude that I love it. So, so yes, him being an Aries with a moon in Sagittarius actually makes it still makes sense, and it's not very far away from actually my perception of his energy, because I think that I don't know why, but I tend to see or at least pick up on the energy of the moon signs more than the actual sign. So probably that's because that person is like that they have, or at least they are very open about their emotions or the way they express them. So this is why I can see the moon sign traits more than the actual sign. So and something that I was like, okay, maybe Aries energy also can provide this for a male um, physical features, but since he is so tall and slender, he remind me of Sagittarius. Male Sagittarius energy tend to make their natives, their people, very slender. They are very tall usually. They have long arms. They have long extremities. And because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so it means that there's like a lot of expansion, and it also you can see it in their body dimensions, and that's why sometimes some Sagittarius people or people that are moon in Sagittarius, they tend to be a bit a bit clumsy. They tend to have a lot of accidents. They tend to knock things over. They tend to break a lot of things because of their clumsiness, because it's like they are not able to calculate a space and the proportion of their bodies of the way they move around. They are so spontaneous that sometimes they forget that they have to be very careful, or that they have to pay more attention. um, so they tend to be very, very clumsy. I guess that I wasn't very wrong about that, because I was like, he gives me very Sagittarius vibe. So him being a moon in Sagittarius makes sense. And also him being a double fire, I mean, having his sun and moon in a fire sign, it means that he is very open, that he is very expressive, that he's also very passionate and very like straightforward when it comes to his way of behaving. It's like he can almost be like a bit childlike, in the sense that there's a bit of innocence in the way he acts. It's like for example, you could be like, oh, he's so handsome, he must really love himself a lot, or he must really like be aware of the effect that he has on people. and that he could be a bit prideful about it. But actually, I think that with these energies, I think that probably he's the kind of person that actually doesn't pay attention to his effect, the effect that probably his appearance has on other people, because they are not like being like, for example, if he was like a moon in Leo or Leo energy, I would be like, yes, he would probably be staring at himself in front of a mirror like a lot of time and as many times possible as he can. But actually, him being an Aries and him being a Sagittarius moon, it means that he is more extrovert. He is someone that he loves to experience new things, so he is spontaneous when it comes to how he goes after what he wants or how he wants to live his life. So probably he obviously works with his image. He's very good looking and we all know it, we can see it. But I don't see him like being obsessive over what other people think of him. I think that he is aware that of course his appearance it's like a tool and it's the asset that he has in order to use it in a professional way. But I think that he doesn't take his this popularity of him being handsome or him being like talented, he doesn't take it like whoa, like this is me, you know, I'm amazing. No, I think he can be a bit also a bit naive about his effect or his the effect that he has on people. Probably he's not aware of how much influence he has or how much influence his appearance has, which it's really interesting. I see him like being this really like open kind of attitude. So let's go with the archetype cards that and what got he got the archetype of the queen, the archetype of the damsel, and the archetype of the slave. So yes, this is interesting. Actually, first, the queen and the damsel. It means that he actually he has a lot of. He's very in touch with his feminine side. So probably this is what contributes to him being actually effortless, beautiful, because there's something about him that is very soft and that it's very even though his features are very well defined, because he is an Aries, and Aries tends to make Aries people to have very not prominent. Sometimes they tend to have prominent lips and mouth, but I don't think that in his case. It's actually his features are really soft, so probably I don't know where his rising is. I don't know if maybe he has a rising in a water sign or something that kind of makes him seem a bit like out of this world or a bit dreamy. But yes, here with the queen and the damsel, definitely he is more delicate than what people think, or I don't know, maybe fans know about him. I actually don't know much. I know his face. I know he had worked in a few in a few programs and series that I watched. I recognize him, but I don't know how he behaves. So probably if some fans can give me feedback, I would appreciate. And here with the damsel and the queen, it means that definitely he is a bit naive. I mean, he has a great impact on other people, so probably he does feel like a queen sometimes. He does feel like he is honored all the time, and like everywhere he goes, it's like everything is being taken care for him. So probably he does feel a bit privileged sometimes, a bit like, and also with the damsel is like he's always like there are always people around him making things for him. So I think that this also contributes to him somehow feeling a bit not so comfortable with having so much people around him. So probably you think that, oh, because he's handsome, probably he has like a lot of people working for him, or he has like, probably he has more opportunities than a regular person. And yes, and he does, and it's really positive, but at the same time I think sometimes he feels a bit overwhelmed by that. Because here with the last archetype, that is the slave, it means that somehow he feels a slave to his popularity or his circumstances. So probably, if you think about the first archetypes, the queen and the damsel, it means that yes, definitely he shines, definitely he has power because he has the essence and the presence of monarchy, of a queen, of being really spoiled and being really, really like put in a pedestal and being like this really very important figure. But at the same time, with the damsel, it means that sometimes he's not able to do things for himself or by himself because there are always people that are worried for his image, or like there are always people like following him, making sure he looks flawless or he looks beautiful or that he looks more beautiful. So probably there are moments where he feels like a slave to this situation because since he's an Aries, and Aries, it's about action and it's about being spontaneous and doing whatever you want. When you are like, when you work with your image and you have all these people like working with you and making sure that you look your best and that you take care of yourself, he probably feels like he loses authenticity, and that somehow he also loses a bit of I don't know how to say it in English, but it is related to his own independency, to his own ability to make decisions for himself and not having all these people around him, like, because it's like he is so famous, I believe, and he's so popular, and his image is like, it pays the bills, So I think that, and probably there's something about him that I'm sure that he's so stunning, that his beauty is so stunning and it's so like amazing, and to look at him in person, that I think that, I don't know why, but I think that in the Korean society, it's like he's like almost like this Ken doll, like he's perfect like a doll. So it's like everyone is like just like stare at him, and it's like they worship him like he is a god or something like that. And that kind of action makes him feel really awkward, makes him feel like a slave, like he is a slave to his image. It's not that he doesn't appreciate, it's just that sometimes he sees how people stare at him, and sometimes it makes him feel uncomfortable instead of feeling flattered. He feels a bit like, and he feels like a bit like why people are staring at him like that. Sometimes it's a bit like, it's not that flattering, when, I don't know, but I would be afraid if I was him too. There's a bit like of this a weird feeling. It's just a weird feeling. Let's go with the tarot cards that he got. He got the Four of Swords, the Temperance, the Three of Swords, the Tower, the Eight of Wands, the Moon, the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, um, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. So definitely he's like going through a moment of healing. I don't know if he is working at the moment. I actually see him like taking a moment to rest or actually taking a moment to heal himself. Um, I don't see him like doing much actually. I see him like actually recovering from something. So I don't know, has he been like ill or has he had a kind of accident or something? Because here with the Free of Swords and the Tower, it's like something happened about his mental stability. It's like he needed to get away a bit from in order to heal himself. There's something that he needs to start over. There are, I think that this year is going to be really meaningful to him because a lot of situations that actually were part of his routine are about to change. So I think that he definitely feels a bit like a bit of uncertainty when it comes to himself. Actually, I think that also that he is someone that he's thinking right now a lot about what does he believe in or what what religion he should have or and what does he believe in. I think that this is very moon in Sagittarius to start to ask very meaningful and deep and philosophical kinds of questions. I think that something in his life is like falling apart, and I think that it has to do with like I said, there's moments where he feels like a lot of things in his life are fake and that he suffers really from that situation. I think he wants. I think he's more. He's deeper as a person, and he's more sentimental, and he's more. He has much more profundity than actually what people see of him. I think he's going through like an existential kind of crisis where he's like evaluating a lot of things about his purpose in this life. I know it sounds a bit like philosophical, but it's I think that it's the way he is trying to he's like seeing things from other perspective, and at the same time I think he wants to break free from a lot of things. Probably because he wants to try to do other projects. I think that with a lot of swords here, if he's healing, it's probably because he wants to do different things. And I think, I don't know why, but I think that it has to do with his acting career and probably the selection of the roles. I think he wants to be taken seriously as an actor, not just a pretty face. I think that he is very grateful, nevertheless, for the opportunities. But at the same time, he is maturing and he wants to do more like real kind of kind of content. So he wants to break away from that the pretty boy stereotype. He wants to do like more like raw and profound and complex characters. And I think that he can be like studying or trying to learn new methods or new methods of acting. Because also he's very good at studying, so I think that there's a lot of questions that he has right now about his whole experience. And at the same time I have the feeling that he also is a bit tired sometimes. He I think that there's something also about a female because I see the Queen of Swords here, and there's like uncertainty about this female. So probably I wouldn't say it's romantic because I don't see feelings, I don't see cups, but definitely it's someone that He feels very passionate about this person, but somehow he cannot reach her. He cannot connect with her because I feel like he feels a bit insecure about about if he is her type. And when I'm saying this, it's not about his looks, because probably everyone that is watching this is like, but how come she doesn't like him if he is handsome? But I think that she has a very strong personality, or like a very she has like a very different kind of personality, or she's a bit weird. I think he likes weird people, like, but not weird as with a negative tone, just like he likes women um that are different. And when I say different, I mean it in a positive way, and also I mean it in every aspect, in the sense that also he is really interested in someone that is very intelligent, who he can have a conversation with, because here scene is represented by a Queen of Swords. Definitely, I see someone that could potentially be really opinionated, and someone that is very knowledgeable, and someone that just knows about things and loves to learn and to talk about what they know, and doesn't hold back, and that is very spontaneous and is not afraid to be considered weird. And I think also that he also likes someone that is not the conventionally what is considered beautiful. I think that probably if he ever dates someone, and the news broke down about who this person could be, I think that a lot of people could be like shocked because of his romantic election, in the sense that she probably wouldn't be this stereotypical beautiful Korean girl, in the sense that I think definitely he loves beauty. He's not blind, of course, but at the same time, he wants more than that. So probably he does cherish more personality, and he wants to engage in conversations with that person about the weirdest things and subjects. So he's really funny in that sense. He also has a great sense of humor. So I think that probably if he does not the average, or the pretty girl, or the idol, or the kind of perfect female, or the stereotypical version, or what's a beautiful Korean female, um, I think that it's because he actually wants like a partner. He wants someone that he can have fun with, and that he can be himself with that person. So if he is with someone that probably just have to take care so much of their image, I think he wouldn't like that, because he wouldn't be able to have fun and to actually enjoy themselves. I think that he is very adventurous also. Um, so there's something about this female that probably he has a lot of insecurities about her. So probably he doesn't say anything, or he's just a friend, because it's like she seems very intimidating to him. Like he doesn't know how to be more than friends, for example, or being more than acquaintances, because she has like a very strong, like, kind of. She could be also a bit of a tomboy, so she could have like a very intimidating kind of character. So it's like he doesn't know how to, like, it's weird. It makes him feel like very insecure inside, but he loves it. He loves the thrill of not seeing that, like I was saying before, like that creepy stare. It's just that Um, I don't know why, but he just doesn't like people that stare at him really hard or with lovey eyes. I know that if a lot of people do look at him with admiration, is of course because he's a very handsome person, and when you see something beautiful, of course you're going to stare. But at the same time, I think he's a bit bored of that reaction, so this is why he wants to find someone that doesn't get so impressed by his looks or by his presence or whatever he does. He wants to be treated like an equal, like a regular person, not like a celebrity. And then here with the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Chariot. Um, I think that yes, that he will be studying really hard the details and also studying a lot. I think that he's going to give a very bold advance, and he's going to be moving forward with a new project. That I think that he's going to be really excited about it because it means like a very like probably like a good publicity, but also that it will make him be closer to what he wants to accomplish. And I think he wants to do things differently this year, or take roles that are very different from what he has been doing. I think that he definitely wants to be more persistent, and also more like more assertive, and more like strong-willed about actually going after the kind of projects that he would really like to do. And I'm not saying that he didn't enjoy his last projects or his last works or performances. It's just that it's like it's a lot of the same thing. So he just wants to break the mold. He wants to be seen in a different light. He wants to show that he has different sides to himself, and that he is very that he has a lot of adaptability, and that he is a good actor, not just a pretty face or not just an idol actor, so I think he wants a chance to prove that. So this is all I have for Cha Eun Woo. So I hope that you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I will see you in the next video. Bye.